Hello everybody, welcome back to another ID Outdoors episode. Today my dad and I, as you know, in the previous episode we were up here in the mountains doing some trout fishing on a stream that's pretty far away. We've made a lot of episodes here before, like the 20 in one morning, just about all the July footage that we filmed was filmed on this stream that we're fishing on now. The water's still high. We're going to be using some power bait, rolling into balls and worms, and we're going to be doing some shrimp eggs in this high water where these fish are up in the rocks right on the bank and stuff, because it creates pools where trout can lay there and it's a little bit easier on them. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully we're going to catch some fish, filming along the way, and we'll see you in the next episode if you guys don't watch this one, but hopefully you guys do. I hope it's going to be a good one. So we'll catch up with you guys when we start catching some fish. New hole. Dad and I didn't do too bad this morning, but fishing some new water here. You guys have seen this in previous episodes. We enjoy fishing this river. After Dawson and I actually came down here, fished ourselves, did pretty good. Came back with my dad, filmed some episodes, did pretty good again. This is our first time being back here. This is a area that does not get a whole lot of people fishing it. It's out in the middle of nowhere. You gotta walk miles and miles and miles to get in here, but fishing some power bait, small balls here, 2 split shots, high water. Going to be fishing right up against the banks, see if we can catch us some trout here. Dad's throwing the same exact thing as I am, so one of us should be able to catch some trout. All right, right off the bat, second cast, got one on the hook, another rainbow. This hole is where we caught 20-some rainbows out of here. Really nice hole. We're gonna set this baby back here. He's a really good fighter. People don't ever fish here. So, gonna try to get this one. Oh, it's right in the corner of its mouth. I think I can get that one off. I'm gonna get this off, show you guys. Well, I had the thing in my hands and I lost it. So, that's always great. But, pretty good right off the bat. That's what I'm wanting. This water's really high. It's kind of flat here, but water's moving pretty fast, so we're gonna be up close to these rocks. The water's up about 2 feet, 2.5 feet actually down here, but pretty high up. So they're gonna be up closer into the rocks where the water's higher, and that's kind of made little pools where they can lay down, stay safe, not get swooped around. It's just easier on the fish. So pretty cool, but they're hitting pretty hard. Hopefully I don't lose too many fish like that right in my hands. Sometimes in one of these high water situations, you gotta jig your bait a little bit to get these trout to come out from underneath the rock. Sometimes trout will not want to come out because they don't want to get swooped away. Water's high, especially rainbows, big rainbows that they stock. They don't want to sit around in high water and try to waste energy moving around in it. It's a lot easier for them to just stay underneath some rocks during the high water, so they can just hang out. But you gotta sometimes tempt them to come out from underneath the rock if you're fishing with some power bait or shrimp eggs, anything like that, or even a fly. I've been doing some fly fishing, as you guys watching them probably 2 episodes before this. I went after some wild browns and rainbows. Fly fishing is just now getting good. This is usually the time of year where we put down the spinning rods. But since it's high water, I wanted to come out here with the spinning rods, see if we can catch a couple more doing what we normally do. So we're gonna stay at it here. I might have to move. This hole's particularly pretty fast. I'm gonna try to throw out there in the middle a little bit. It's hard to keep your bait down out there. It gets swept away pretty quick. I don't know. I already think there's more fish in here. It's just like I caught one on the first cast. I think we just have to wait and come back when it's a little bit better water conditions. All right, I don't know if you can see my dad. He's all the way down there hooked up. I think he's got a brookie. Is that a brook? A rainbow? Anyway, Dad's got a rainbow he's hooked up down there. He's doing the same thing that I'm doing, fishing little banks down here. He's got that power bait, either in a worm or in a ball, jigging it down through these holes, trying to lure these things into biting. He's gonna throw that little thing back. It's because we catch and release everything now. So we've always been doing that, but we strictly tell everyone on our episodes that we catch and release these fish so we can come back in here. You probably see, there you go, Dad's holding it out for you guys down there. But he's gonna release that thing, set it back into the river, so we can come back down here. Other people can come back down here and the thing can spawn eventually. Pretty cool, so good for him. Change it up a little. After talking to my dad, after thinking about previous times I've fished, I'm gonna roll this into a little worm here and jig it off the bottom with these trout laying underneath the rocks, like I stated before. Just a little bit easier to lure them in. The action on that thing when you jig it, I'll jig it off the bottom here, and that action just lures them into biting. I think it's more of like an aggravation thing. You aggravate them into biting. A lot of people do that with corn, with trout magnets. They aggravate them into biting. What I'll do is just I'll aggravate them by jigging that little power bait worm, the action on it, the scent, it just lures them into biting. Power bait molds pretty good to your hook. What I will do though, as I've explained in previous episodes, if you guys have been watching the channel, I will roll that up my line and then have my hook coming out the bottom of it, barely molded enough to where your hook is hit enough that these trout don't see it. But the action on it is what I believe is why they get aggravated into biting. I think I was getting a bite. Couldn't tell exactly. Oh yeah, I was getting some bites. Rolling this thing, kind of switching back and forth cast. I might roll one into the worm, might roll one in just to a regular ball. See what happened here. I was getting some bites. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw that back out there again. But it's hard to tell sometimes with the water moving so fast. It can easily be the water just taking your line and swirling it around and stuff. So you never know. You just gotta take your time, fish every square inch you can. We're gonna move on to the next hole. This water's a little bit higher for what we're wanting to do. So we're gonna move on to the next hole. Hopefully we can catch some fish down there, but we're just gonna keep on walking up and down this river, trying to find some little pools where these trout have got moved around in flood water, where they feel comfortable to stay. But that's trying to fish with a spinner, and that's not gonna work. So we're gonna keep moving. All right, spot number 2. You guys have seen her plenty of times. This big old flat hole here. Throwing out here with one single ball, 2 split shots. Throwing it upstream where it's not running as fast. See if we can catch us a couple. I like to come down here and catch a couple. That's all we're looking for, is a couple. Dad and I both have one. Just catch a couple more. Yep. Yeah, Dad almost had one, but right now we're just gonna keep on trying to fish these little banks here, see if we can catch one. It's been a struggle. This water's moving a little bit faster than what we thought underneath. Top doesn't look too bad. Seen some trout rise, but underneath it's moving pretty fast. Spot number 3. Spot number 2, we did not get any. I got one bite. Dad lost one on a spinner, so we're down here at spot number 3. Something a little bit more dead, and we're gonna see if we can catch a couple trout out of here. Something a little bit easier to that these trout are a little bit more calm in, with not so much rushing water, that they're more willing to bite. See if we can catch a couple. All right, I just lost one. I'm gonna put on some power bait again, just a small little ball. I'm using some smaller hooks now. I just lost one. I was reeling it in. I stopped it for a second. I started hitting pretty hard, so putting it on just a little bit. Power bait, throw it right there and try it again. The struggle bus is real. Dad and I have been struggling to catch any fish down here. The first hole we went to, we both caught one, Dad lost one on spinner, I lost one here. So we're actually gonna go down and fish the bottom end of this where it's a little bit calmer down in there. See if we can catch a couple down there. But we're just gonna have to beat the water, try to see if we can catch a couple more on video here. What's up with one? I'm fishing with one single shrimp bag. Nice rainbow. Nice rainbow. We will get this thing out and show you guys. Caught him on one single shrimp bag. All right, everybody, we're gonna set this rainbow go. He's pretty feisty. Nice size one. Beautiful West Virginia rainbow trout. We're gonna send it home. Beautiful colors. Right back in there. Catch and release. To explain the setup that I caught that fish on, I'm just using two split shots, a tiny hook, and I got one egg on there. The reason I use one egg is because I like being able to, well, one, I don't lose a lot of eggs, and I carry around just one jar and I'll be perfectly fine. I'm actually throwing the garlic shrimp eggs. If you guys have watched the episodes, I've used that a ton. Done very well. But I like using the one single hook because one egg fits perfectly on there. You just curl it up on there, and just a little bit of that hook shows on top. And I put them up about eight inches above it. I love jigging these off the bottom. I let it sink. I jig it up, and then they're down. The split shot are down there. It's right here. It just keeps it right off the bottom. And it's really effective. I like using those. Oh, we're gonna get it wrapped up in that tree if we're not careful. Move down here to the bottom end of the hole. Knew there was gonna be a trout laying down in here. It's a pretty good one. Oh, it's barely hooked. It's barely hooked. Yes. Pretty good one. Nice rainbow. We're getting right out of there. Nice West Virginia rainbow trout here. Sending it home. There you go. That's pretty sweet. There's a good little hole here. A lot of brush. You guys probably seen this in past episodes. These trout laying in this bottom end of it. Get the food that's coming back down. It's a really good rainbow trout. All right. I finally caught a 6. I'm gonna put on a spinner. This is a little bit a flyer hole. I was jigging those shrimp eggs, making a trout come in. So it'll be a little bit easier, I think, if I use a spinner. Dad caught, well, had one up at the last hole on the spinner. So I think this one's a little bit more flyer. The water won't rush it as much. I think you get one on here on the spinner. And just lost a really good one on the spinner. Lost a real good one. Really good fish. As soon as I turned on the camera, the thing jumped up in the air, just smacked her, lost it. I ended up losing that fish on a spinner, which is okay, but we're gonna start working our way back to where we came from. We're gonna work our way back up, try to fish some holes, and wrap up this episode when we get up there. See if we can try to catch 1 to 2 more. Dad doesn't have very much line left, so he's got to only cast some holes there pretty close up to the bank where we're walking. So we're gonna go up there and try to catch a couple more, and we'll wrap the episode up there. We'll catch up with you guys when we get up there. Hooked up with a trout all the way down there in the bottom. I'm gonna try to get down these rocks to get to him. I was not planning on actually catching one. I was just kind of just joking around here. Ended up catching one. Holy crap. Long drop. Long drop. I don't even know how to get down there to it. Ooh. I'm like on a rock ledge right now. I don't even know where the trout's at. There he is. That's pretty freaking sweet. That's a really nice rainbow. Wow. Guys, that is a pretty rainbow. That is one of the prettiest rainbows I've ever caught. That's beautiful. That is absolutely 100% the most prettiest rainbow I've ever caught. Guys, we're gonna let this pretty girl go here. Nice West Virginia rainbow. Love the colors on that fish. Here she goes. Gosh, that's awesome. I was probably fishing that from a big drop there, where the status came in and repaired a hillside. I was just fishing it on the trail that goes right beside this place, and man, I did not expect to catch fish. Now I'm gonna throw it out there again, see if I catch anything. If not, that it doesn't matter, but that's pretty cool. Just fishing this little trough here. Wow. Well, everybody, thank you guys for watching this episode. My dad and I had a really good time fishing this particular river. Him and I, water up, not running into anybody besides some bear hunters. They let their dogs out and run some bears. It's really fun. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Make sure you watch last week's, watch next week's, watch the weeks after that, watch the weeks before. It's all good. Thank you guys for watching ID Outdoors. We appreciate everything you guys are doing for us. Remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the post notifications. Remember to follow us on social media. It's always a good time. Thank you guys for watching ID Outdoors. We'll see you in the next video.